So in the past 3 months during quarantine period, I have been doing a lot of try on hauls, and a lot of these pieces that I featured in my videos were so tempting to keep, and a lot of times I kept a little bit too much. So I definitely took advantage of the 100-day extended policy for returns. So I'm going to break down the pieces that I have returned back to their stores and the reason as to why. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to another video. Now, if this is the first time that you're here, then let me introduce myself. My name is Vilma. I do one video a week related to fashion and lifestyle. If you like the sound of that, I would love for you to consider subscribing to my channel and also hit that bell notification so that you get notified every time I upload a video. One thing that I find very important here on my channel is to be very transparent with all of you. So because I do a lot of try on hauls, I'm still human, and I'm very tempted to keep a lot of stuff, and sometimes I get overly excited and I want to keep at least 2 and 3 pieces from that particular haul. Now, the extended period of returns now during quarantine was a big plus for me because I took my time to actually think if I wanted to keep these pieces and if they would work for myself, for my lifestyle, for my wardrobe, and my overall aesthetic. So I took a really closer look at my wardrobe, and I noticed that I was keeping a lot of clothes that I don't think I'm going to be able to wear it this year. I don't think I'm going to wear them next year, and a few of them were a little bit repeats. And to be honest, we're all entitled to change our minds, and some of the pieces that I was buying, for example shoes, and I'm going to mention at least 2 pairs here, I was kind of like really wanting to buy those just because I saw it in another video, but I knew exactly what I wanted. I knew exactly the style that I wanted, and those were not it. I actually found pieces now that are a little bit more classic, and I will be sharing those in a different video. But this is what it is when you're buying so much stuff and you're just accumulating a bunch of stuff that you're not going to wear. The best thing is to either send it back or just not buy it at all. But I'm gonna break it down, the pieces that I decided to return and the reason as to why. First item of clothing that I want to mention is this gorgeous dress by H&M. I'm really sad that I had to return it. One, because the dress was gorgeous. I love the detail, the frills. The back part of a dress is so lovely and feminine, and the shade of blue was just perfect. Reason number 1, it was too big for me. I actually bought it in a size 14, but I'm a size 12. And the reason why I bought that size is because most of the other sizes were all sold out, and I really wanted to try the dress. When I got it, when I put it on, it just looked so good, but the back part of the dress was actually a little bit too big for me. Reason number 2 is that I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to be able to wear that dress this year because the weather here in the UK is so up and down, and I'm not sure if I'm going to wear it next year either. So I think this dress was just going to sit in my wardrobe and I wouldn't really show it off to the world, and it's such a beautiful dress that needs to be shown off. So if you live in a very warm country, this dress is definitely a must. And I feel like the shade itself, although it was blue, it's still a shade that comes out every year, and I feel like it could have worked for me. However, I don't think I would reach all that much for it. So for those reasons, I had to return it. The second item of clothing that I want to mention are these gorgeous khaki green shorts from H&M. I absolutely love this style. So smart, so refined in a sense. You can wear it with so many different things. Heels, sandals, trainers, a button-up shirt, a bodysuit. It's just a gorgeous cut. I got it in size 14. The reason why I ordered size 14 was because I thought that they were going to be a little bit smaller on the waist, like they would cinch me in at the waist. But unfortunately, after a while of trying it on, seeing how it was going to work in my wardrobe, I came to the realization that the shorts were a little bit too big. And when I decided to order the size 12, they were all sold out. And this is the problem with H&M. I don't feel like they have enough pieces out. If you go to ZARA, it really takes some time for the pieces to disappear, and when they do disappear, they always come back. They really pay attention to their customers, and they bring the sizes back. With H&M, it doesn't really happen like that, so I had to return them. And I feel like they are so versatile. They would go with so many different things. If they had belt hoops, I think that's what they're called. I think I would kept them because I would wear them with a brown belt and I think it would look absolutely amazing. But because they don't have it, they were just going to be too loose on me, so I decided to return them. Item number 3 is actually going to be 2 pieces of clothing from ZARA. They are the same style, the same size. These are the ZARA Bermuda Mom jeans. I bought them in the lighter shade of blue and also the black shade. Both of them were in size 12 and I had them here for maybe about a month. I did take a few pictures. I styled them on my Instagram. I took some pictures outside, but I never really worn them to go out. But I noticed in the few times that I worn those shorts, the denim was just stretching, and I feel like although they were 100% cotton, like there's no stretch whatsoever to them, they were just getting a little bit too big and uncomfortable. There was a little bit too much fabric at the front and it didn't look flattering. It would only look good if I was wearing them with for example a belt, because it would add a little bit more to the extra fabric, I don't know, at the top, but they were just getting a little bit too big, and I think it's the quality of the denim that they use. I've noticed that also with their ZARA mom jeans. If you buy your actual size, after a while they just stretch to the point of no tomorrow, and that's the reason why sometimes I go down a size or I don't buy them at all. I just think that the denim is not really good quality, so I had to return both of them. So moving along to item number 4, also from ZARA, were these white slouchy jeans that I got on promotion, down from £25.99 to £12.99, which I think was a huge bargain. I also got them in size 12 and I felt like they fitted me really nice. The issue that I had with these jeans, one, I already had slouchy jeans in a similar shade, so these were white, but I also have them in cream, so I thought, do I actually need this trendy piece in different shades? Reason number 2 was that the denim was very stiff, but not stiff in a good way. I felt like the denim was a little bit hard, and that type of denim that it's really hard to break into. And reason number 3 was that the stitching on those jeans was not perfect, and I am a little bit not OCD in any way, but if I'm buying something, regardless of the price that I'm paying, I want everything to look perfect and nice. And I found a few strings just sticking out. It could have just been the ones that I had, but I just didn't like that kind of like not so good look about them. They didn't look neat in my opinion. And that's the only reason I decided to return them, because they didn't look perfect. I already had the same style and the quality of the denim was a little bit too stiff. Item number 5, it's going to be again from ZARA, and I absolutely love ZARA, so this is not a reason why I'm kind of like knocking on ZARA whatsoever. I returned some of my basics, and the reason why I did it is because most of the basics, or all of the basics that I ordered them in size large, but I actually am a size medium in most of them. When it comes to bodysuits, I always order a size large because I find that their bodysuits come up a little bit small, but when it comes to like tops like this and the little vests, I have to order them now in a size medium. The size large is a little bit too big and there's a little bit of fabric. They're supposed to be snug to your figure and they weren't looking snug at all. So I returned at least 6 items that I showed in my basics video. I have repurchased them in smaller sizes, but I haven't repurchased all the shades. I'm only going to buy as I need it instead of having so many repeats, and that's one of the things that I've been noticing in my wardrobe. I'm repeating myself a little bit too much with different shades, and I really don't need all of them. I just need maybe 6 of these basics in different shades, but not 10 or 15. And I looked at my drawer and I had so many. So that is the only reason why I returned them, not because they're not nice, because they were a little bit too big and I had a little bit too many of them. So now moving along to shoes, I have returned quite a few in the past couple of months because I just didn't feel like I was going to reach for them, and I was trying to, in my mind, replace an item that I really wanted, but it was always sold out from & Stories, which I was able to get very recently in store, half price. But I returned a few of those shoes because I was just not going to wear them at all. So item number 6 will be these gorgeous cream slides from H&M. Super comfortable, really high quality, love the shade, but as I was trying them on in my wardrobe, I just didn't feel like they looked good with anything. One, because the shade, although it's beautiful, I don't think it complements my skin tone all that much. Secondly, the quilted part actually made my feet look a lot bigger than they are, so it was very bulky at the front and it just looked like a trendy piece. And I truly try my very best to look for simple classic pieces that I can wear at all times. So I had to return them in the end. I just didn't feel like they were going to work for my style at all. Item number 7 were these mules from Marks and Spencer's. I really love these. However, I felt like the shade was not really working for me. There was something about the shade that I really liked, and I really wanted the shade to work for my wardrobe, but it wasn't working at all. I like nudes or browns, and this one was kind of like in between. It was more leaning to a beigey brown, and I just didn't feel like it was working for my wardrobe. I really liked the fit, I really liked the style. The strap at the top of the foot was a little bit too thick for me. I wish that it was a little bit smaller, just a little bit. I find that kind of like detail makes it a little bit more modern, and I felt like those ones were just a little bit, I don't want to use the word old-fashioned because they're still a classic style, but they were just not working for me. So unfortunately I had to return them. Item number 8, also from Zara, were these mules in suede. Beautiful, love the texture of the material of the suede, super duper soft, but they just kept shaping to my foot, and I don't find that very attractive with mules. They were super inexpensive, only 30 pounds. The shade is gorgeous. It's kind of like a sandy shade that is very flattering for most skin tones. They were so comfortable, but one of the issues that I had with the sizing of these mules was that the size 8, which is a size 41, was humongous, and I'm usually a 7.5, but I always have to go up in Zara. That size was so big. Then I ordered the size 7. The size 7 fitted me almost perfectly, but the suede was too tight around my foot. I tried breaking it in, I tried wearing them around the house, but they were just not comfortable because of that reason. Although they were super inexpensive, 30 pounds is really not that much, I had to return them because they were just not working for me. Item number 9 is going to be something from Mango that I nearly forgot to mention, and it's going to be these cute little shorts right here. These denim shorts are so cute, but I ordered them in size 14. They were featured in my Mango haul. I'm pretty sure I featured them in a Mango haul, but I had to return them. One, because they were too big. I ordered them in size 14 and they were actually quite big, and the size 12 had already sold out. And reason number 2, I felt like the denim was a little bit too soft, although it was saying it was 100% cotton, I think. It just felt like it wasn't an expensive item, and they retailed for like 20 pounds, not expensive at all, but the denim just didn't feel like real denim. So I had to return them. I felt like they were going to stretch a little bit too much. Again, it's a pair of shorts because they're too big. I could only wear them with the belt, and I like my pieces to be versatile. If I'm going to buy a pair of trousers and they don't have any belt hoops, they have to fit me properly, and that goes for shorts as well. If they fit a little bit too loose and they become a little bit baggy, it's really not a pretty look, so I had to return those shorts as well. And last but not least, I have item number 10, also from Zara. I decided to keep this one till the end, or to leave it till the end, and a lot of you are going to be very surprised that I have returned this mules right here from Zara. Yes, I actually returned them today. I had a really good think. I had a good look at those mules, and I don't think I'm going to be wearing them next year, and I'm going to break down the reason as to why. First and foremost, the asymmetric style of the mules was very unique, but it also looks to me like it's more of a trendy piece than actually a classic piece. And every time I looked at my foot from the outside, it made my foot look very bulky, but when I looked at my foot from the inside, where the asymmetric part was a little bit smaller, there was less material, it made my foot look very classy, better saying. So for that reason alone, I started doubting myself that I wanted to keep them. Then the reason number 2 is I prefer mules that have a short heel. because they're more versatile for my lifestyle. I can wear them for work, I can wear them to go out, and I feel like those ones in particular, I would only be wearing them to go out, and that is something that I don't want to have in my wardrobe. I want to have pieces that are versatile, that I can wear them for any occasion, and I felt with those ones, because of the heel itself, the heel height, I was not going to reach for them as much as I will be reaching for these ones right here from &Other Stories, which are new. So as you can see, the mules that I've just shown you from &Other Stories, of course the heel is a lot shorter, but it's what suits me best for my everyday, because I don't go out all that much, and I know those mules are not supposed to just be worn when you go out. You can wear them at any time, but the heel for me is not very practical, and that's the reason why I had to return them. So I guess we've reached the end of this video. Let me know in the comments below if you would like for me to post a video like this maybe once or twice a year, letting you know if I've kept the pieces that I mentioned that I was going to keep, if I've changed my mind, the reason as to why I've changed my mind, especially when new seasons start, you get excited, you want to buy everything and you actually didn't wear them. So I think that videos like this show transparency, and I want to be as honest as possible with you guys. If these pieces have worked for you, then fantastic, but I want you guys to know that it's not realistic for me to keep everything. I've mentioned this in the past. Keeping everything is not realistic, both for myself, for my wallet, bank account, and for my wardrobe. I wouldn't have time and places to wear everything sometimes that I show. And having said all of that, I do hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give this video a good thumbs up. It really helps my video get to more people and helps my channel grow. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye.